fight. Today we're gonna bridge some generations here and talk about Mortal Kombat and its remake. So I'm an old 38-year-old. We've got young Daylan here.
23, you know.
Yeah, so I grew up on the original.
I grew up on the new gen.
So something we both discovered, but I like to play Scorpion.
Yeah, I love Scorpion too. New Sidebot is a great second. I love New Sidebot.
So I remember what really stuck out to me in this one when it came out was, for when it came out, was so cool was like all the animated backgrounds. So this was like a bit of a step up from the pixel graphics. So if you think along the lines of like what Donkey Kong Country did, it wasn't quite up to those levels where it had those like more realistic sprites, but animated backgrounds, interactive backgrounds. You could like uppercut somebody off of like the bridge into some spikes. What did they do with this?
So you can say the 2011 one followed the same story as the first one, just with a little bit of twist since it came out after Armageddon, which showed, you can say, Shao Kahn being the victor of the realms at the end of the game. Little spoiler.
So this had a scripted narrative.
Yeah, it had a scripted narrative.
Because this is your bread and butter tournament arc. You're literally just climbing a tower of your victims.
And this was basically had a whole story behind it, which was pretty neat at the time. There were a lot of new innovations in this one. One of my favorite features was the X-ray mode, which would be a brutal attack that allowed you to see like the X-rays of whatever attack you were doing, which was awesome.
So you would see like bone shattering, etc. Ooh, that's Mortal Kombat for you. So again, this doesn't really have much of a story. You pick your character, you just go through the ranks to the final boss. So does each character have like a different plot line to them?
Yeah, so you can play the tower stories, which allow them to have their own separate story as they go. Or you can play the story mode, which basically brings everyone together. And you play as different characters through each chapter, which is pretty neat.
One thing I remember about some of these too is simple button mashing isn't just going to get you victories. I remember what was cool about these is, I guess much like Street Fighter, a lot of the fighting games at the time, I'm sure same for this, but you had to memorize combos. And this wasn't as like floaty and jumpy as some of the other fighting games. It was a little more precise, and you had to like really time your entries well. And I was never good at combos, but it was really like, up, down, left, right, back, B to like shoot something or whatever.
This also introduced, we had combos in this one as well, but also air combos too, which were moves that you can do in the air to extend those combos and make them a lot longer and a little bit more damaging too.
Okay, I remember in this one there wasn't much air combat. It was all like jumping and just coming down with a punch or a kick to like close that distance. But this you could actually set some.
Yeah, this was a lot more fast paced than the first one, which was I liked pretty much growing up as a kid, and I still play it every now and then till this day.